Hey, Mike, welcome to Voices of Endpoint. It'll be great if you told us a little bit about your background and what got you to us. Tell us the story.
Yeah, happy to. Happy to be here. We're 4 months strong now, although it feels like a lifetime. My journey started. I'm the lawyer for Endpoint here. My journey started at large law firms initially, doing corporate M&A, transactional type work. Did that for about a decade for a host of different large law firms in the healthcare sector. Then in 2019, shifted focus to the life sciences area where I joined Syneos Health, a leading CRO, and did a host of things with them from their commercial side of the house. Then I ran their corporate M&A program, then their corporate legal program. Then I shifted to their compliance side of the house, and then saw a great opportunity to come over here and jump in at a super exciting time. And so here I am.
Wonderful. So, Mike, tell me what is exciting? You've been here for 4 months. What has really excited you and really kept you awake or burning the midnight oil for us?
One, we're a lean team, so there's a lot to do and not that many people to dole out to. But I think what has really kept me interested, aside from where we are as a company, right, in terms of our evolution and our life cycle, it's a really exciting time to think, what the next 5 years will bring. And as we start to sort of get all the pieces in place on our executive leadership team, on our sales teams, and build this strong team to start to see that pay dividends. We got our Everest Award. Watching sort of this engine continue to build and drive has been really inspiring. I think the most exciting part for me, right? Syneos, humongous company, 30,000 people. I got to know a lot of folks there. Here, we're a much tighter ship, and getting to know the heads of each group, as well as I have sitting, we did our end of year ELT retreat, sitting around the room and having truly open, honest discourse with our teams. We all have opinions, we all think, and it goes back to the analogy I first gave you when we first met, which is Led Zeppelin. We all play well together, we work well together. We need that disharmony to create harmony. And everybody in the room, everybody on these email threads are experts in their world and bring very coherent, intelligent, and practical thoughts to the table that we can use as we synthesize it to drive our company forward together. So for me, that friction kind of is exciting to see everybody be truly passionate and invested in the company.
So, Mike, tell me a little bit about your team. Who do you have and what do they do?
Yes, so my team, we are a mighty but small team. It is myself as the one and only lawyer, and then my phenomenal colleagues, Eileen and Yana in the Philippines, who are super proactive self-starters, and they run all of our change order and SOW processing. They and our sales teams are the engines that run the revenue in the doors, and without them, we'd be in some trouble. So they are phenomenal, and they've, since I've joined, have both been, whether by training or just by their nature, pivotal in helping me get up to speed in every fashion. They know a ton more than just their little segment of the world, and they've really become my gut checks on, an every other day basis.
Wonderful. But Mike, what is a typical day in the life of the only lawyer in Endpoint? What does that be? What does that entail?
So typically what I like to do is sit down at my desk and go over, my list of work to be done. I've got another one on my computer, read through my emails. And so I decide what's the first thing. Usually it's highlighted, color coordinated. What's the first thing I want to tackle? Then I get bombarded by folks all throughout the organization. I take my to-do list, I throw it across the room, and I just put out whatever fires are in front of me. And I say that jokingly. It really is more of a function that our team works very well collaboratively. And at this point, I'd like to say that I've established myself as at least a helpful resource from time to time. And so, you know better than I do. Each day is completely unpredictable, and I have no idea who is going to reach out for what, but follow the trails and put out the fires, and we just get to the next day and do it again.
Wonderful. But tell me what in terms of the day in life, is there a difficult problem? Simple? Is it a volume? Is it a quality? Is it a quantity problem? Where are you finding the most excitement and challenge?
The most excitement, and I would say probably the most challenge, relatedly, is sort of educating some of the other functions on how like a proper legal team is supposed to run. What contract discussions? I was just on the phone with Sriram a little while ago about an issue we're having, and he's racing at full speed to get all this done. And I'm explaining to him this is how it's going to play out. We don't have to do all of that. Trust me, I've been here before, and so it's helping everybody understand, even when it comes to responsibilities. There's been a lot of back and forth on little kind of, as the company has evolved, little legacy things that different groups have done that have kind of fallen away. And it's sort of, you come to a point where it's not really a defined part of anybody's role. Where is this going to live? And that's sort of the exciting part for me every day, is figuring out, okay, what is this? Who used to do it? What needs to be done? And it presents a new challenge every day, because it isn't just rote, here is a contract or here's a transaction we want to do. It's, hey, we've got this very weird quasi, if not totally non-legal issue that we just need help thinking through. Can you help me think through it? And for me, I'm just a practical problem solver by nature, so that very much scratches me right where I itch.
Yeah, wonderful. And as you start to come on board, Michael, as a part of our employee values, quality, innovation, passion, collaboration, empathy, which resonates with you the most, and what are the cultural values you live by every day?
So definitely the collaboration. I've touched on that already, right? Working in a silo with your head down isn't very rewarding or exciting. We all want to be working together and working together better. I would say one of the biggest pieces of sort of culture, whatever you want to call it, for me is, I don't know the exact way to phrase it, but what I want to do is foster an environment where people feel comfortable growing. I want to challenge my team. I want to challenge other teams to think beyond the instant problem, think globally, think enterprise wide. I want people to feel comfortable throwing out ideas and problem solving, because a lot of what we do, especially as lawyers, people think we have this playbook and it's exactly this way. A lot of it is instincts and just going off of what you think makes sense. And I've been able to cultivate that in myself by being placed in environments where there are no dumb questions. There, if you make a mistake, you will have the support you need to resolve it. You will be trained on how to fix it, and we will work together. So for me, that is and I remember when we first met, Tree, you had said, if you come on, one of the KPIs for this job is not if I like what you're doing. Your job is to talk to me openly, tell me your thoughts. It doesn't help me to live in an echo chamber. Same on this side. And I want my team members, when I ask them, hey, do you want to take on MSA work, whatever it might be, and sort of outkick your coverage, you have to know that you can ask any questions you have, and I will never roll my eyes at you or judge you. I will help you understand. And so to me, that empathy builds stronger teammates, a stronger machine, and ultimately a stronger company.
Yeah. And Mike, what do you do outside of work for fun?
Let's see. What do I do outside of work? I would say at this point, it's probably, I would like to say playing music. I've played the guitar and a couple other instruments my whole life. I've always loved music, but between working all day and then feeding and bathing my children until nighttime, what I do for fun is prepare for tomorrow and then get back to it. I'm hoping as my youngest gets a little bit older, we'll get back to a little bit of normalcy. But I would say music is it. Travel is going to make a comeback in the next year or two, and my youngest gets bigger too. But those are really the only two things. I hate to say it. I've become an extraordinarily uninteresting person, and it's not exciting at all.
And Mike, as you start to think, you come from different companies and stuff. What is it? Your feedback to leadership? What should we do or continue to do, and what is it things which we should stop doing?
So what should we continue doing? The way that we all work together, the way that all voices in all rooms are welcome. You guys just had a sales kickoff meeting where, it wasn't just sort of leadership team plus sales team plus maybe one rung down. It was everybody. We had, I think, even down on Isha's team, the newest intern converted to an employee was also invited to come out. For me, I think that creates a culture of teamwork that enhances our collaboration. One of the things I worry about as our ELT, and this is just in comparison to what I had seen at Cineos, which granted a little bit bigger of a machine, I worry that our executive leadership team and sometimes certain pockets of them are tasked with doing a lot more of the stuff that maybe some of their direct reports should be doing. I know that we're at a very exciting but pivotal part of our journey. And so at this point, it's all hands on deck, full speed ahead at all times. And I know that rebalancing will come, but it's like any other, emergency or urgent sort of priority. It's all of the people who are invested and excited to see it succeed are standing there either cheering people on or running the race right along with them. So I think that's probably something that's not gone unnoticed on your end or anybody else's end. But we are where we are in our evolution, and it takes a lot of effort to get us to a point where we can just hum and sort of set it and forget it.
And Mike, as you look at 2026, what's ahead of us for us, and what are you looking forward to?
So actually, one of the things I'm looking very forward to is I heard there is an AI tool we've created that's going to make my life easier when I've got to review some things that maybe you and I could talk about offline because I have to bug you about that. But I am really excited to see, just based off of the achievements of last year coming in from the financial side of the house, from the award side of the house, with as much recognition as we got and seeing the progress we made. That's what I'm excited to see, which shouldn't excite the lawyer, right? I should be too deep in sorting out all the other things. But I just think looking at our team, how we've built it out and assembled everybody and put everybody in their right places, I'm excited to get the random updates or have our now weekly Friday sales calls that I am lucky enough to get invited to hear where are we, what progress have we made, and figure out where can I, as the lawyer, lean in to help streamline or fix problems or log jams or whatever it is. But I feel like you have really stoked the flame in all of us of just drive forward progress. This isn't just a functional thing where each group does their job. You represent Endpoint as a whole, and you, from the lawyer to the sales team to the devs, all drive this car forward. And without us, it doesn't move forward. And so it's, to me, that's what I'm most excited to see each week.
Wonderful. Mike, this has been really good. In 4 months, you've just onboarded and been part of our core fabric. So really appreciate everything you're doing. I know it's a journey ahead, but really appreciate you and your larger team to support us. As you know, you have 2 parts. One is to manage risk for us, and second is, of course, to get those contracts done so that we could get revenue. And thanks to you and your extended team and helping support us in both ends of that. So really appreciate it, and look forward to connecting back again on Voices of Endpoint after you've had some more months under your belt. Thank you.
That's right. Always a pleasure, Sri.